public official. That just applies to me, and just means I try to stick as close to the center as I possibly can so that I can make the observations of the left and the right efficiently. Um, that's what you said is what we just allow them to say so that they'll feel better and go back to work. Um, there's nobody's contract that precludes them from telling the truth. Most of them are liars and bums, and that's why they behave as they do. I just make it clear that I'm free to, you know, go past whatever the ramifications are afterwards, only because I believe that whatever it was that I said about you, no matter how harsh it was also the truth. Right. So you can spend.
Never understood why everybody had so much smoke for that brother for that. And I'm gonna take you back in a time machine to when this clip was just a prelude. This wasn't even in existence yet.
But this is a country where we don't pay the teachers, and then we say the kids is the most important thing. You can't have both of them. If you do that, we're going to end up with a generation that can't read. Guess what? Generation Z and A can't read. Why? Because who was giving them a book? We got an iPad or a phone, and now the letters don't mean that. There's no cursive writing. Right. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is what period of time it's in. It's the period where the victims get to say, they've been hurting me for a long time. And I just ain't said nothing because I was trying to be strong and I didn't want to shame anybody. We should be shamed.
Go all the way back to last year and then think about everything that's happening now with the Epstein files, with your favorite rappers, your favorite singers, artists, producers, and judges. Names are dropping like that. And they're still trying to call him a crackhead, call him crazy. He got beat up by a kid. He's broke. He's miserable. He's not funny. He doing all of this other shit because he just trying to stay relevant. You can say whatever you want about that brother, but when it comes to someone who goes against the grain and they don't want to stand on the side of the guilty, the ones that use their money and power to cover up their heinous acts in trial, tribulation, you're going to always be weird. You're always going to be the one standing on the outside. I got another one that I want to play real quick. We got to chop it up, man, because I think this is important to have these conversations, man, because we got a lot of fucked up people out here that's doing things in and out of our private life that we should be aware of and cautious of, even just beyond the whole Hollywood expose stuff.
They would have these parties in the Hollywood Hills, you know, and then they would have a parking lot where they would shuttle people up. So everybody would meet in this parking lot and they would send shuttles down to, you know, Diddy's parties. And so I wasn't ever invited to the parties, but I was invited to the parking lot because I knew the people that ran the shuttle service. Mm-hmm. You knew them too, as it turned out. But yeah, I would go to the parking lot and I would watch them all go up there. And, you know, they would be thinking I'm coming later. I would just be on the car having a grand old time, smoking and laughing and watching everybody who's going. And yeah, so you can't tell me what goes on because 5 hours later, I'm still in the parking lot when they come down. And, you know, just to see all them big time Hollywood men that I just watched go up there, they all come down off the shuttle and looking sad in the eyes, and all of them wearing Sean John and looking oily, and they all walk crazy like this, and their shoelaces were always untied. I don't know why. Their shoelaces were always untied. And then they would get in their car and they would drive off standing up, big boy, with their head out.
As funny as that should be, laugh at it all you want, but that money, that house, that car, to never be in debt, to always financially be free, not worry about eviction, not to worry about being amongst the criminals and the adulterers and the people that you think are beneath you, to have that type of power and control, it's gotta be exhausting. It has to be exhilarating. It has to be what's the word I'm looking for, man? Intoxicating. That's the one I'm looking for. Imagine all you gotta do is sell your butthole, your dignity, your manhood, your womanhood, throw people under the bus that you don't really like that. Or maybe you just don't love them enough and your principles don't mean nothing to you. And you telling me all I need to do is take this, give it to you, let you do whatever the hell you want with it, and I can have everything over here. I don't have to worry about the same shit that everybody else got to worry about, being popular. I don't got to worry about taxes. I don't got to worry about my lights and my water being shut off. I don't have to worry about being harassed by bill collectors and this, that, and the third. As long as I sell my soul and I contribute to these parties and these things of this nature, and I give you this person and that person, all I gotta do is do that. I can live a longer, happier life. It might cost me at the end, but I'm willing to wager my soul on that. All these people doing it. Orlando Brown done spoke about it. Katt spoke about it. Millions of people have spoken about it in conversations at the coffee table, at the cafe, at the Dunkin' Donuts, at the McDonald's, in the car, riding home. We have all spoken about these things. And it's important to really rehash this, not just because Katt Williams said it, it's because this is universal. It's from house to house, neighbor to neighbor, city to city. You can be a drug lord, you can be an office man. People who are drunk with power or dying in need of it. We all out here scraping and fighting for this shit. Give someone the right
Katt
opportunity,
Williams
they
had
will
that
have.
interview. It wasn't just about him. It wasn't about who got there to the story first. This was about exposing a darkness that has been lingering for years and years and years. This is about exposing people in these arenas that we have been idolizing and worshiping since our parents' has been born. This is about putting light on dark. And whether or not you want to believe that these things are happening is irrelevant. You can't turn your back on what's being shown. The Epstein files are out, what they want us to see. All of these wonderful people that you think are so imperfect, look at what's happening to them. Alleged or not, you can't put past a human the nature of the heart. We all have our secrets. We all have things that we compromise for. What made you ever think that these elites and these men and women weren't doing the things that average people on the street were doing, if not worse? I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them at all. And quite frankly, I expect more to come out this year. My only question is it really going to change anything? Y'all know and see what's going on with some of these people. We don't have 100% physical proof that these folks are completely guilty or not. But even just being associated with Epstein at all should disqualify you from revenue, from support from the people, and you should be definitely put under 24 hours surveillance. They need to be investigating every single person on these files. Shout out to Katt. I'm not mad at it. He wasn't the only one speaking on it, but I'm not mad at it. And whether or not Shannon Sharp intended for this to go the way it did, I'm glad that he had him on. Fuck these fake relationships and friendships and business partnerships. If it's at the risk of harming children and people who didn't want to be participants in y'all bull,